partnership now in this innings. 26, 25 for the first wicket, and now the 26-run partnership. And you don't want to give chance to the likes of Azmatullah Omarzai.
Never easy as a fast bowler off your own bowling, because you've got tend to have your head bowed, you've got all that force and momentum coming in the follow through. Would have been a big moment to break this partnership that's brewing and building nicely for Afghanistan.
Yeah, you know, and if these two continue batting down at their 128 at the current rate, but at 10 runs per over, they can go all the way to 163.
Your reflections on that Asia Cup campaign for Afghanistan? Not at their best. They had their moments, but just came up short in a couple of critical matches.
Well, it was very unexpected. Afghanistan had a very strong side. I did have a strong belief that they could have made it to the Super 4, should have made it to the Super 4. But then I think their batting is what failed them. The top order didn't click. They've been experimenting, changing the top order. Azmatullah Omarzai got into some form, but couldn't finish the games.
Edged away very fine and will race to the rope. To give him credit for that, I think he's played for this, guides it very nicely. You can see in the replay here off the face of the bat to the smile from Rahmanullah Gurbaz.
Yeah, you got it right. I think he knew exactly where he wanted to play it, so guided it nicely away from the keeper Shakir, the skipper, and that runs down to the boundary.
It was a little chancy as well, but there was definitely an intent, wasn't there, to open the face of the bat. You can see that bottom hand opening up a touch to allow it to be guided down to deep third. Really good running between the wickets, or intent from Gurbaz at least. This time he's sent back. He looks like he's determined to make up for that mix-up with Razuli and get a big total, not just individually, but also for the team for Afghanistan.
Well, the good news is he's looked in good touch. Not to jinx what he's been doing out in the middle for the Afghan fans. On the contrary, Bangladesh fans will say, let's get him out as soon as we can. But yeah, it's very important that he takes the responsibility on himself. Been around for so long for Afghanistan, have played some impactful innings. I believe this is one of the evenings where he once again has to show why he is rated very high among the Afghanistan batters.
There's no doubt he's a class act. He really is, particularly in this format. He can be so devastating and impactful. And a big role to play in this second half of the first innings. Just building nicely now, Afghanistan at 73 for 4. Always had so many all-rounders, Afghanistan. Something you just produce naturally again and again.
Yeah, well, one there, Azmatullah Omarzai is certainly to watch out for. Called the ODI player of the, was the ODI player of the year in 2024. And got it. Number 6. And he's been striking it nicely. 150 strike rate, batting at number 6 in the T20Is. Just like the ODIs, where he started batting at number 5 and was all of a sudden a different batter and different all-rounder.
Long on in place, straight to him. And Azmatullah Omarzai has got in and maybe given it away somewhat. You do want to hit straight. The problem here, he's hitting against the spin towards long on and pays the price.
You know, well, he didn't get the timing right on that. Once again, wanted to take him on the very first ball. He didn't get off the meat of the bat straight into the hands of Tanzim Hassan, who's been brilliant out in the field, takes a very good catch. Bangladesh has been taking a really, really good catches. Azmatullah Omarzai scores 18 at the strike. Of 100, Afghanistan 73 for 5.
রিশাদ এটা খালি রাখবা হ্যাঁ ভাই ঘুরেন আসিন ভাই
Raise my softest whistles here.
সামনে রাখেন সামনে সামনে আদু ভালো ভাই ভাই ভাই
Oh, the legend, the icon that is Mohamed Nabi to the crease.
ভাই আউট করার জন্য ভাই
We all just hope he keeps playing and playing and playing. He's still in marvellous form in all the three dimensions of his game. In at number 7 here. The back of the hand. I think it was kicked, but maybe only at the last second. Now Armitsai was looking to go big, but he never really got near it. Where's he trying to hit here?
Usually he's a very good timer of the ball. He didn't get it right. Intention is right, wanted to go it, but he got it wrong. I believe he wanted to aim at the cow corner. But the joy of the Bangladesh fans, I tell you, they wanted to see the back of Azmatul Omar side. Was lucky in the over against Tanzim, but this time around Tanzim in the act takes the catch of the bowling of Rashad Hussain.
Set. Yes, one.
He's a real wicket taker. Rashad Hussain has been hit for a few boundaries, often leg spinners will be, but 2 for already. And you get a third or a fourth. You can see there the wickets, the pulsing wickets. 2 blue balls there.
Brilliant, man.
Yeah, well, he had 2 for 18 in the Asia Cup against Afghanistan. And he certainly is a wicket taker. Bangladesh for so long were searching for a leg spinner. Now their bowling coach Mushtaq Ahmed will be very pleased to see how he is bowling wicket to wicket.
Very sharp turning googly again.
Rishad, brilliant, yeah.
Maybe just flipped something. Yeah, maybe the thigh pad or a little bit of the flap of the top of the pad. Gurbaz's going to be so important. By his standards, he's at a lean 2025. Highest score in this format, 40 this year across now his 9th innings, which by his prodigious levels, under par.
Brilliant over Rishad.
He's in and set on 29 not out. 12 will be bowled. It's 75 for 5.
A disappointing scorecard for Afghanistan, 75 for 5. Couple of batters getting starts, Gurbaz holding it. The hope of recovery for Afghanistan, 75 for 5. Gurbaz on 29 of 34 on strike. Hits it obviously through the offside, he's going to take a single. He's struggling with form. Gurbaz getting into this game. He's meeting everything from the middle of the bat, which is good news for Afghanistan. He's got the potential to turn the thing for the team. In the commentary box, I'm giving the he's Ramesh Raja. How do you assess the condition? Where do you see Afghanistan progressing from here onwards?
I see Afghanistan fighting back, 76 for the loss of 5. It's not a teaser, this surface, so all you have to do is to apply your faculties, make sure that there's a partnership that brews for Afghanistan. Got to play the later part of the innings sensibly here.
They will keep it sharply.
The situation makes you bat a little differently in the hands and arms, just stiffening up a little. Mohammad Nabi there in 2 minds and didn't really read the pace or lack of pace on that one.
precise control over the proceedings, bringing back. That's where it's great. Most of the things around the net.
It's a surface where you can kind of create your own length when you're batting because there's hardly anything in the pitch for the paces. So you got to adjust, and maybe lack of or slackening the pace could be the job for you. And then you've got to do that also, just alter the length every now and then. Nabi, some would say that, he's just a little bit stiff when facing the short pitch stuff. Let's see.
Erskine into his third over. Still batting left for Afghanistan. Rashid, Sarafuddin and Noor to come. Batting ability. Brilliant delivery. A perfect Yorker from Erskine.
That's the other option against Nabi, the Yorker length. Just cramp him up a little, or cramp the flow of his bat. Yeah, perfectly bowled. And he felt the scheme that he had gone through the defense there.
He's mixing up his deliveries nicely. A couple of incoming deliveries, then a short pitch, and a perfect Yorker. Almost to claim the wicket for the team. Bouncer to finish the over. 13 overs have been bowled. Afghanistan is struggling. 76 for 5. Bangladesh almost full strength side, taking on Afghanistan here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. On the Litton Das not available because of side streak. Good intensity in the field. They were brilliant in the Asia Cup, continuing that form in the field, Bangladesh. Asking the fieldsman on the boundary on the sweeper to go slightly to the right hand side. Down the ground. Amazing ball striking from Mohammad Nabi. A massive six.
Third six of Rishad. So he puts the ball in the slot and asks Nabi if you have the will and the courage with 5 wickets down to have a go, and he obliges with a straight six. What a great hit that is. Of late he has been in great six-hitting form. That went a mile, 94-meter six. Hit the roof.
Especially against spin. Hitting 5 sixes of Viralagi, the left-arm spinner from Sri Lanka. That's been the constitution of boundaries, 7 fours and 4 sixes. They're short boundaries they talk about, but at times the challenge that the pitches present here, not that today they're experiencing that much of difficulty when it comes to the nature of the surface.
Great thing about Nabi's career or batting and bowling is that he's stayed with the times. It has been a long career. We're talking about a 20-year stint, something on those lines, and he's developed his game accordingly. Kept his his memento at par with the current demands of the game.
Not only maintaining the fitness standards, at the same time, the behavior, also nurturing of the young players coming along. His contribution for Afghanistan has been massive. How to project the team, how rest of the players coming up the ranks feel about playing alongside him.
അയ്യോ അതൊക്കെ താഴെ
Missed the call. He's going back for the second.
എന്റെ മകൻ സുലഭം
And the other thing about Nabi now is what 40-41
ജവഹർ പാസ്
is that he's still relatable in the dugout. You know,
അയ്യോ
when I was playing and I was 30-year-old and there were kids like so much of age difference. Swept in the air and it's a great try and it probably stops the 4 and a 6. There's a chance Rishad is not happy chappy, but you've got to credit the fielder really for trying extremely hard really to get to the ball. Imam there, the fielder.